So I was asked to make a video over my favorite TV shows. So I'm just going to kind of run through them pretty fast. I have a lot more than this, but this is all I really want to get into today. So you have my little list here. First, I want to talk about a show called Russian Dolls. I'm not sure how many people know about it. I didn't even know about it until it was late, and I was just kind of flipping through the channels, and I saw it, and I thought it would be interesting to watch. And it's basically, it's kind of like the Jersey Shore, except they're Russian, and they're like adults. They're married, they have kids, everything like that, and they're Russian. It's pretty interesting though. Next would be 16 and Pregnant. I've watched the show since it came on. I've always really liked it just because it was interesting to see into people's lives, I guess. And next I have Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2. It's basically the same show, just different people, different girls on there. And Teen Mom is basically their life after they give birth, and 16 and Pregnant is like their life before and up to like birth. And then I have Bomb Patrol Afghanistan. This was on before summer actually started, and I watched that. It was pretty intense actually for a TV show, because you're with the Navy EOD team, Explosive Ordnance Disposal, and you watch them like try to find IEDs, detonate IEDs, just stuff like that. I mean, it was a good show. It was pretty intense sometimes. I would be, fast forwarding through all the commercials super fast, just dying to see what was gonna happen. So I like that show. Now for a few shows that aren't really on anymore, MTV's Made. I always really liked Made just because you could, see into people's lives, and they take your average person and turn them into like their dream, like a beauty pageant or a competitive cheerleader or a motocross rider, something like that. And I always thought that was cool because it was kind of making people's dreams come true, or making them see that their dreams weren't really realistic, or they didn't really like that. Next is True Life. It's another kind of look into other people's lives type deal, and I liked it just because there was a lot of different experiences people had, like I'm homeless, or I've done a tour of duty in Iraq, I'm gay, just stuff like that that I thought was interesting to watch, especially the ones where it was kind of like a controversial thing or like a really emotional thing, like ones where they were addicted to drugs, or they had just gotten back from war and they had PTSD. Yeah, took me a second to think what the acronym was. Or they were gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgendered. I always thought those were interesting because it was always kind of controversial, so to speak, and you didn't really know what was going to happen. Next would be My Strange Addiction, or there's a few shows that talk about like weird addictions, and I have seen some pretty crazy ones. A lady who eats nail polish, she'll just like peanut on a tongue, which I thought was disgusting. A woman who drinks her own pee. A lady who was addicted to getting breast implants, and they were already like super huge, and she wanted to get them bigger, which I thought was insane, but she did it. So it's just cool, I guess, to see strange things that people are addicted to. Then I have hoarders on here. I'm sorry, I'm like staring down at this list. I didn't really plan on making this video right now, but I've been putting it off, so I figured why not. Hoarders. I liked watching hoarders because it was interesting to see people's houses with all this stuff. The most interesting one, I guess you could say, would be a lady who basically let her cats take over the majority of her house, and when they came to clean it out, at one point, one of her cats ran out of the house. It was in the kitchen. It ran out of the house and into the street. It lay down and died right there. Like, instantly, basically. I thought that was a little shocking and strange and interesting in a sick sort of way. But, yeah. Then I have Drawn Together. It's basically an adult cartoon type thing, kind of like, I would compare it to like the Boondocks or Robot Chicken, just kind of that adult cartoon humor type thing. I did see an episode of it the other day, but I haven't seen it for a really long time, because I used to watch it when I was littler with my sister, and we were about, I don't know, I'd say 10. I was about 10, and that makes it 10, about 6. You're probably older than that, but around that age. I watched it then because it was new, I guess, and I thought it was interesting and funny. Plus, we weren't really supposed to be watching it, so that made it more exciting. Then I have 1,000 Ways to Die. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen this show, but I just want to talk about it a little bit. Some of them are pretty funny, just because they're sort of stupid. Like the woman who wore a completely metal bra and got struck with lightning and it killed her. Just things like that are stupid ways for people to die. I always thought that was kind of funny. And plus it's interesting to see, you know, all the things that actually kill you other than the normal, like a disease or being shot or something boring and common like that. And lastly, I have A Silent Library. I haven't really seen this show on much anymore, and sometimes it would get pretty boring and dull, but it was pretty good. It was basically, there's 6 people who would go into a library type setting, and they would have a little like roulette machine, sort of, and someone would pull the handle and it would come up with like a 1 or 2 word phrase, and then they'd end up doing something either uncomfortable or just disgusting. Like one, they had to oh god, I'm trying to think what a good one is. Well, I know they had one where they clipped little things onto this guy's underwear, and then they cranked the crank, and it basically gives him a wedgie. Then there's, one of the food ones. There was like a fat, hairy man, and you had to like find Cheetos on his body, and there was like under his armpits, and in his fat roles and stuff like that. So that was basically that show. It was kind of funny sometimes, but some of the stuff got sort of repetitive and it just wasn't fun to watch anymore. I'm probably forgetting some shows that I would really like to talk about, but for now, that's all I really have to talk about and say in terms of my favorite TV shows.